we're counting down the top 5 free fantasy football draft tools. At number 5, MyFantasyLeague ADP History. Average draft position, or ADP, is a crucial tool when it comes to preparing for drafts. MyFantasyLeague provides listings for the current year, as well as a history of their ADP results for owners to use as they get ready for their fantasy football draft. At number 4, Football Guys, Rate My Team. After you've completed your fantasy football draft, owners can head over to Football Guys and see how they did. By providing their roster and league scoring system, owners can get an email providing an overview of their draft as they prepare for the start of the regular season. At number 3, Fantasy Rundown Daily Links. Fantasy Rundown cuts out the time required to research the latest in fantasy football news and analysis by providing links from around the web on a daily basis. In addition to the simple link to the article, Fantasy Rundown provides a brief description and why it would be useful to a fantasy owner. At number 2, FantasyPros Expert Consensus Rankings. Fantasy owners can get advice from over 100 fantasy football experts. These experts can be filtered in a way that allows owners to select whose advice they are receiving and create their own consensus rankings. At number 1, FantasyPros Mock Draft Simulator. Fantasy owners can complete realistic mock drafts in minutes to prepare for their leagues. They can test out different strategies and get draft grades to see how well they've done. Most importantly, it's a fun way to practice before the big day. To recap, at 5, MyFantasyLeague ADP History. At 4, Football Guys Rate My Team. At 3, Fantasy Rundown Daily Links. At 2, FantasyPros Expert Consensus Rankings. And at 1, FantasyPros Mock Draft Simulator.